The hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit. Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly to the nearest exit. We repeat, please remain calm. Do not panic.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check.
This is not a test.
You were just in an animus.
Not a test.
Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, sipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you get lost. Now let's get out of here.
This is not a drill. Please.
Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back. I am your host, CenterStrain01,
Absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
and this is more Assassin's Creed Rogue. We're going to take a look around. This is part number 2. Assassin's Creed Rising Phoenix, coming soon. Uh-oh. Maybe a little hint? That's pretty damn cool.
Come with me if you want to live.
Really? Did you just say that? Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed, reading up on some good books. Come with me if you want to live. That was actually really funny.
Come on, everyone. Just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is going to be okay, guys. Stay positive.
Miss you, Edward.
Please remain calm. Do not panic. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out. So I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie, the elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Alright, tablet document 1. Arno Dorian, look at that. We already picked that up. You come highly recommended, and I'm thrilled to have you in our studio. I'm putting you to work on a special project for me. Your subject, is Arno Dorian. His story takes place during the French Revolution. I want you to explore every avenue of his life that you can. The goal is to have a new blockbuster present to Abstergo Brass next year. As such, this is super classified. Your direct supervisor will be Aiden St. Clair. You can only discuss the project with Aiden or myself, as you'll probably be logging some overtime in your animus. I've added a mandatory weekly meeting with our psychiatrist, Dr. Beber, to make sure you're not suffering from the bleeding effect. Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment. Don't let me down. That's cool. First document we get is of Arno Dorian. We'll be picking some of those up along the way, I'm sure. We'll search this whole area before we actually leave and move on. Jean-Francois Brunit. Alright, let's get this server back on.
Numbskull. Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed. Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot.
Alright, so let's try this. Okay.
Good job. This core wasn't too complex, but rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Wow, the old man of the mountain was wise indeed.
Okay, so I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky. Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Alright, so we're finally actually getting into something that's a little bit more trickier. So it's all about crossing beams and all that stuff. Alright. See how that gets like 2 for the price of 1? Maybe if you line up these... I don't know if that's going to be possible. Get the bottom one. There we go. Take me some time, but I'll get used to it.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to find out what's going on with the story. I think this one, you definitely get more story involved than Unity. And this is supposed to bridge the gap, I guess, between all of the Assassin's Creed games, so we're going to learn a lot. I will try to pick up everything that I can right now. Obviously, you can see that some rooms we can't go into yet. So I will start going from the outside edges here. Oh, a follow-up to Liberation. You know, I still haven't played Assassin's Creed Liberation. I played a little bit of it on the PSP Vita, and that was it. And I still haven't played the HD remake, or the up resolution, whatever you want to call it. So that's something to look forward to in the future as well on this channel.
Nice find. If it was me, I'd snoop to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a terrible person.
I like to see old characters. Assassins Forsaken goes to recon future soldier. I wonder if AJ is from Far Cry 4. The AJ. Here's the dream team right there. Except for the guy on the left. Don't really know who that guy is. Say, I'm just happy to be in the picture, man. It's kind of weird looking at this game again because after watching, you know, Unity and then I look at this game, I mean, it's killing my eyes. Oh, sheesh. There's a splinter. Okay, so that means it breaks off into two sections. Alright, so let's get it on the top. Okay. I feel like that should... I'm trying to line them up and see what that does. See, that splints all of them. We don't want to move that one. That should get the bottom ones. Nice. There we go.
Okay, the numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
Ho! I'm guessing I'm the numbskull. Better not be trying to kill me. Alright, so we've been there. This is where we came out of. Alright, this one's not as... doesn't look as hard.
Nathan Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
I love these little tidbits of the story. I think they're really adding a lot to the game. So we're not even level 1 yet. That's interesting. Wonder who this guy is. Okay, we've been here.
I can't let you in here. I suggest you move along.
Ezio Auditore, hands down the best assassin so far. I agree that Ezio's shady character makes him unsuitable for a leading role. What? So maybe we can take him out altogether and create a virtual tourism feature. Something like travel to the Italian Renaissance for a taste of fine wine, free thought, and filthy hearts as Abstergo Entertainment shows you the true meaning of enlightenment. Attend wild parties, witness spectacles unseen for 500 years, and rub elbows with the most famous nerd the world has ever known, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm also considering a serious focus on some notable serial killers of history. Ezio certainly qualifies. Anyways, have a think and let me know what you come up with. A lot of black flag in here. Okay, I think that's pretty much almost it. I think we've went everywhere, haven't we? I don't see any other offices open. The only one left looks like to be ours. Yep. Alright, ladies and gents, hopefully you're enjoying the walkthrough so far, and we're going to move on now. It's time to go back into the world. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it, and we will continue with our Assassin's Creed Rogue 100% synchronization walkthrough. Peace out, bitches!